What is up, Star Wars fans? Welcome to the Star Wars Talk. In this video, I'm going to give you my tips and tricks on how to absolutely destroy with Iden Versio, who is my favorite hero and probably the best hero in the game, to be honest. Now, the star cards, the abilities rather, that she gets is Stun Droid, literally sends out a droid that stuns people. Pulse Cannon, it's the sniper rifle, and Droid Shield, which basically shields her from blaster fire. Now, I'm going to recommend acquiring targets, friend in battle, and finally droid battery. So these are all three of the cards that are going to help Iden's droid, because her droid is phenomenal. So basically, what the main thing is, if you use the star cards that I recommend, it's going to have a huge radius of targets that it can pick out, and it's going to give you your freaking health back every time it stuns an enemy. So that is insanity. That is something that they added to the game. It wasn't in the game at launch, and it has made Iden Versio, like I said, possibly one of the best heroes, or if not the best hero in the game. The ability to stun a group of enemies, get your health back, and make them completely immobile so that you can just gun them down is unprecedented. I mean, really, it may actually be the best ability that any hero gets in this game currently. It's insanely good. But let me see if there. I just don't see any other star cards that are worth it over those three because of how good this ability is. Getting into using Iden, you see, as you can see, her gun does a crazy amount of damage. I think that they wanted it to be used as more of a close range SMG kind of gun, but it is excellent at medium range, close range, and it is actually not bad at long range if you can kind of burst fire it a little bit. But she will destroy for you if you just consistently keep your eye on the cooldown of Stun Droid and make sure you use it the minute it comes off cooldown. Get you a little bit of health, so you're consistently refilling your health, and you have to play pretty aggressive. You do have to get close with Iden because Stun Droid's radius, while we upgraded it with the star cards we chose, it's still inherently a pretty close range ability, so you do have to get close with Iden. But as you can see, you'll be able to gun enemies down so fast with her gun that getting close is not an issue. Yeah, just check out how fast we take out this Tauntaun. But the main thing about Iden Versio is not her minion killing potential or her standard class killing potential, it's her hero killing potential. Because if you can just stun a hero and make them helpless, they're so easy to kill. I mean, there's not much they can do. It's pretty cheap, actually. When you get into a one-on-one fight with Iden, you're gonna lose 90% of the time now because she can just stun you and make you helpless. If you don't kill her, your teammates will kill the enemy hero. You know what I'm saying? Because they're stunned, there's nothing they can do. Heroes die fast in Battlefront 2, so it's a game over the second you get stunned. You get caught with your pounce down out in the open, basically, if you get stunned by Iden. When I'm playing and I see Iden, I literally keep a wide berth and don't even get near, because I know how good this stun droid is. And I don't want to risk my hero dying against her. And as you can see, the gun just destroys everything. So if she manages to stun somebody, it's going to take no time at all to gun them down. Look at how fast I'm able to kill Leia there. She has literally turned heroes versus villains into a bad joke for the heroes, because if you have a halfway decent Iden player on the villain team, there's nothing they can do. I mean, you're going to keep stunning them, and your teammates and yourself are going to gun them down before they can do anything. And the fact that it's giving you back your health, it's unprecedented, guys, how good she is. So that's why I really recommend the star cards I showed you in the beginning, because it's just going to make her much better at what she's already good at. I don't think it's hard to believe that there's probably a nerf coming for her in the next patch, so if you want to destroy with her, I recommend you do it now. She is a little cheap, to be honest, with all of her abilities, but as you can see, her gun can fire pretty far, like I was saying, and the secondary fire does come in handy when you do get a very far enemy or a big cluster of enemies downrange. She does get a pulse cannon, which is essentially a sniper rifle. It's going to help you at extremely long ranges to just take out enemies. With any scope weapon, you got to be careful. You don't have a lot of health as Iden, so if you are to aim down sights and get the tunnel vision that comes with sniping, you got to make sure that there's not any enemies around you, because you won't notice that they're shooting at you. And as you can see here, secondary fire is phenomenal when you're trying to break into a room and there's a lot of enemies clumped up and you know where they are. You can kind of fire around objects and you can kind of get enemies with the AoE. It's insanely good. I'm talking like the corridors on the final part of Feed, the Palace and Feed, or here in Crate's a great example, or even in Echo Base in the interior. Firing secondary fire to where you know the enemies are going to be is going to be an excellent tactic for yourself to just... And the thing is, it does so much damage and it's got an area of effect. So I don't know, man. There's literally no downside to Iden the more I think about it. Like any hero, any blaster wielder, you're going to want to be able to work on your strafes. You're going to want to jump up and down a lot so the enemies have a harder time landing headshots on you, combat roll a lot. And again, she is a close range blaster wielder. Other blaster wielders in this game you can get away with playing pretty damn far, but if you want to keep getting your health back and keep using stun droid, you're going to have to get close. So that's kind of why I say she's a close range blaster wielding enemy, or villain rather. You could, I suppose, sit back with pulse cannon the entire game if you wanted to, but if you want to get massive elimination streaks and you want to kill a lot of heroes, you're going to have to get up close with the stun droid. I will link in the comment section a 100+ game, 100+ elimination game with Iden Versio, and another kill streak. I think it's more like in the 80 to 90 territory, but still good, still fun to watch. And again, you'll learn so much from watching big kill streaks, because you'll see kind of the stuff that people that make these kill streaks have learned that by trying to do it, that you just couldn't learn, that you'd have to play a lot to learn yourself. You see what I'm saying? But I hope this guide really helps you get a big streak with Iden. She's my favorite villain in the game, so and I do think they might nerf her, so play her while she's good. But that is it for this video, guys. Is Iden Versio your favorite hero? She sure is mine. Let me know in the comments. Be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for tons and tons of Battlefront content and Star Wars content. Have an awesome day, guys.